Welcome back to Houston Life. If you've ever worked in a restaurant, you know what it takes to get food from the kitchen to the table.
And you have worked in a restaurant.
I have.
He is an expert. The valuable skills you can gain: teamwork, communication, problem solving, confidence, just to name a few. And that's the idea behind the PX project, turning the kitchen into an immersive classroom for young adults. Joining us is the founder and executive director of the PX project, Meredith Davis, along with a recent graduate of the program, Daquan Clayton. Welcome to you both. It's great to meet you.
Thank you for having us.
Daquan, congrats on graduating. I know you've been involved since July, and we want to know your story. But Meredith, give us the overview and how this all began. March of 2020, this was in the works for a while.
It was.
So, I mean, coincidentally, you were launching this program when this epidemic hit. So how did it all unfold? Because that's a huge barrier.
It was unexpected, for sure. We had turned to just feeding people for several months, young people that were out of school and really counting on school meals. And so we spent about 4 months just cranking out food, about 9,000 meals. And then we realized come September that the young people that needed us really didn't have the luxury of waiting for COVID to end. So we started our first cohort with 3 young people in September of 2020, and we just kept going.
Wow. Very, very nice. And when you talk about the need, what was the need that you were trying to meet?
So we know that there are a lot of young people that graduate high school and they need to enter the workforce pretty quickly. They need to start making a paycheck, but they don't have the luxury of knowing what they want to do or how to get there. And so they need some exploration time and some workforce development in the meantime. It's something a lot of us have the privilege of doing in college. And so we take those young people and they spend 18 weeks with us, and we pay them. They help us run our cafe and then gain some transferable skills along the way.
That's so exciting, and so it's very similar to the work that I do outside of sometimes hosting Houston Life with Derek. Talk about what it looks like after they finish the program, helping them. Do you help them find places to go, places to work?
Yes, having a clean resume is always great, and then helping them with job applications. Really, one of the final things they do is come up with a 6-month plan, a 1-year plan, and a 5-year plan. So kind of where is it that I want to go next? Where do I want to go soon? And kind of future goals. So just helping them set those goals.
And those goals, to a lot of us, it seems, and we're seeing some images, by the way, of some of the students behind the scenes in the kitchen and at many events in the community. It seems like many of us take for granted this idea, okay, a 1-year plan, a 5-year plan. It's probably great advice for all of us to revisit these ideas. Daquan, tell us your story. How did you find the PX project, and what were you really looking to accomplish when you applied?
Well, I had a friend who was in the last cohort, cohort 8. He recommended me to this place. I was really just looking for a job, looking to get any sort of cash in my pocket. And I realized that I needed to also work on myself as a professional and as a worker. So I was like, it was a perfect fit to me. So I wanted to applicate.
Listen, I respect it so much, because the kitchen can be a terrifying place, especially when you know you have hungry people and you need to get the meals out quickly to them. So do you sort of thrive in that sort of environment? Because this is a tough career path.
This was actually my first time in a culinary experience. So it was very rough. I would say personally, I am not made for the kitchen, but it was a great time. Very educational, and then I'm just glad I can finally cook for myself now. So,
right, nice bonus.
Yeah. So I worked in a restaurant, and I tend to thrive in those environments. Do you think this is something like you will quickly adapt to, that you see yourself continuing on?
Great question. I'm not sure if I want to continue. It's great to have experience and to know that I could survive in a area like that. For me personally, I don't think it's a great fit, but I'll be willing to try later.
And this, I think, Daquan, I think this is very fascinating, because Meredith, this is really kind of what you were setting out to do. The training, the team building, all of these traits that these young people are developing, you don't have to go on to have a career in the culinary world. The goal is to provide life skills and education.
Yeah, there's just so much built in if you've ever worked in culinary or hospitality even, that problem solving, those transferable skills that can hopefully you can take with you anywhere. And so he's ready to go back to school and interested in photography and running the cafe and spending time in the kitchen and on a team, things like that are just things that go with you regardless. So whatever they decide. Only about 40% of our young people go into culinary anyway. It's just what the kitchen sort of teaches you along the way.
Wow, I think this is really, really cool. Let's talk about the community aspect, because the community can get involved by visiting the cafe. Some of the items you've brought today, these are things that are made in this school setting, essentially.
Yeah, so we have jar sales over the holidays, and this year we have 11 that we're selling, and the young people make it all, jar it all, package it all, and we love to sell it to anyone who wants to stop by. But we also have the cafe 5 days a week, and we're in Sharpstown, Gulfton, which if you haven't been to Sharpstown, you should. It is an amazing place, and so diverse and full of people that know good food.
Oh, yeah.
So if they come see us, we consider it a compliment.
Yeah, it is like one of the foodie hotspots in our community. By the way, PX Cafe at the Garden, 6856 Bel Air Boulevard in Houston. The hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., Friday, 9 to 2 p.m. And beautiful facility, by the way.
We're very
So
lucky.
Meredith Davis, Daquan Clayton, congrats on graduating.
Thank you.
And keep us posted, whatever your career ends up being.
Yes, sir.
I think it's really cool you did this.
Thank you.
Thanks again, and
Thanks
thanks
for
for
having
starting
us.
the
Thank you.
program.
Appreciate it.
Very, very nice. We have shared a link, by the way. If you'd like to learn more, just visit our website, HoustonLife.tv, and look for that scene on Houston Life section.